Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Hand off to Spears.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Shotgun now from Murray.
He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Throwing now is Murray.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Cardinals at 0-7, winless to start the year, and they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet.
Picked off by Andrew McCullough. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver.
Hurts.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun, Murray. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Forward.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right, Nope. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Across midfield. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley
with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe a break?
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Murray again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Zach Bond
It's now 3rd
able to
down.
record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Michael
So on
Pilardi
4th
in
down,
punt
kicking it
formation.
away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Eagles 28, Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make it 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
39 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tajay Spears, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Called a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Go touch that.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Easy, 63, 63, bang. Bang. No touch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
36 yards.
And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Now receiver in motion left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
That ball caught by Harrison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. It's brought in by Wilson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
And here's a give to Spears.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Coach.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Spears is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 36, Cardinals 13.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Saquon Barkley running right.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Barkley inside handoff. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Elton.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 30. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
On the option, here's Spears. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now a run with Spears. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. The Spears with another carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run with Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2-2. Buzz.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2-2. Hot.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
2-2.
Here's a run by Spears. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coach.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
1-1. Hot. 2-2.
Spears again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
2-2.
Right back to Spears.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing is Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey! Tiger Hornet!
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 42 yards.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a loss
He'll
of
lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, hey, hey. 1-1, hut.
Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Great, set. Anyway, up.
They go play action with Hurts. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trim.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Hand off to Spears. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 45 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now again, right side. Spears. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.